What is up, YouTube? I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how much it costs to convert a automatic G35 to a manual G35. I'm going to be breaking down everything I paid for, parts I bought that are used or new. I'm going to just add everything that I personally did. It's going to vary depending on what region you're from and how expensive parts are and how, small stuff like that. But that's going to be today's video. Alright, another video update on the 350Z. I did get some side skirts for it, some Vertex side skirts, and the next thing I need to do for that is install the motor mounts. Alright, now I will be breaking down what I spent on my manual conversion. My bad. For a G35 or 350Z, this is just what I spent on my personal project, but it will vary on where you get your parts from and how much they cost. So starting out here, I got a transmission that was a non-CD09, so this is just a basic DE transmission for $400. It did have about 140 miles on it. Pretty average for these kind of cars, but that did match the mileage of the car. I got a clutch pedal, a slave cylinder, and a OEM clutch line, all for $25 from the same person. Now that kind of deal is kind of hard to find, but this person was parting out the car and I was just buying a lot of parts from him, so he gave me a good deal. He also sold me a clutch and flywheel that was exidy, that was used and low mileage, but it came off the same car and he sold it to me for $250. I did buy a new master cylinder from eBay for $30, and the things you can reuse is your harness, your bolts, your drive shaft, where you can cut off this outer sleeve and then it will look like this. That'll fit into the manual transmission. I do have a video on that. And you can reuse your ECU. I ended up getting a new ECU and also getting my key reprogrammed to match it, which cost me $215, but I'm not gonna include that in the price because most likely you won't have to do that. And then I paid $90 for the transmission fluid, and that gave me a total of $795. Alright, here is the second breakdown for if you buy parts new or just a more realistic way of purchasing these parts separately. So I just kept transmission at 400 because I assumed that you could probably find a used G35 or G50Z manual transmission for around 400. I do see around 400, 500 in this area, the Pacific Northwest, so I just put 400. Clutch pedal, I see on eBay for around $70, seems like the average price. A slave cylinder, brand new on eBay, is $19, not too bad. It'll probably be like around $20, $30 at your local auto store or whatever. Clutch and flywheel, the most decent ones I could find that are brand new in like a good brand would be around 500, 600. If you get Z1 or ACT or something. But if you do decide to get something like XTD on eBay, it'd be like way cheaper, like around $60 or $80 or something like that. I do recommend getting a name brand like XD or Z1, makes a really good clutch kit. New master cylinder, $30. And for the clutch line, I do have a diagram right here. This first line here is a hard line, and then this bottom portion is a soft line. So you could go about just ordering these two separately, or ISAR does offer a full line which goes from master to slave for only $50, so that's probably the cheapest option you can possibly do. You reuse all the same stuff and get your transmission fluid for $90, and then your total would be $1,160, which is not too bad, especially if you find a G35 for pretty cheap. I do see some automatic G35s for a pretty good deal, but I was able to find really cheap deals for all these parts combined, so that's why I was able to do it for so cheap. But it really differs. Like, for example, I didn't include any of the interior pieces or like shifter trim and all that. But yeah, it just varies. It just varies a lot. So this isn't exact. This isn't like a set number of how much it will cost for you to convert your automatic G35. But just to expect to pay around $1,000 more or less. Thank you.